Yeah, mate, Chaz Hogan, Australian journo. Now, mate, January transfer window is open. What are we expecting to see from Chelsea? Yeah, look, mate, not much, to be honest, not much. We've got a pretty bad leak in our bank account right now, so we've got to find the source of that, I think, before we can look to spend too much money. But we did sell Kappa permanently, so that's nice. I tried to sell him up into Richie Osari, but for some reason, he just refused to take him. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to our Beta Blues with Chelsea. Today it's a cup doubleheader. We've got Crystal Palace in the league. We've got Brentford in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, placed at Wembley on the line there, of course. But the transfer window has now opened. We're January 6th. We have made one sale. That is Kepa off Real Madrid permanently, 34 million. Could we have got a little bit more than that? Maybe we could have, to be honest. But I just wanted to get him out and try and make sure we've got some money coming in. Now, we do get 100% of any transfer fee, so 30, or not quite 100%, it looks like, or some of it's gone to Bilbao. So that's why it's only 32.5 that's gone back into the transfer budget. Obviously, we don't really want to spend it because we go and have a quick look at finances. We're still 156 million in debt. We're still losing the best part of 20 million a month. And yeah, we do technically have 35 million to spend. I should probably put that into the wages, to be honest, to level that out. But yeah, as I say, we don't necessarily want to spend any money. Now, we did get a player back from loan as well. And that is this guy. It says Casaradi. Now, he was on loan at Leicester. He was playing, but I just thought he was a useful player that could actually play a role for us, especially with the Asian Cup is starting now as well. So Taremi is gone off on that. So that means Nkunku is going to have to play a little bit further again as a striker. So just someone to cover in sort of that those more attacking places. He's good enough for us, I think, anyway. So certainly in sort of the run-of-the-mill league games. So yeah, he's back, and we will probably see him at some point this episode, all things being equal. So yeah, that has happened. Now, there is a lot of games to catch you up on since last episode as well. We were flying, of course. We were top of the league when we left. And let's see what happened. We had a bit of a softer run of fixtures coming into these cup games, starting with Sheffield United away. We went ahead in first half stoppage time through Cole Palmer, and added a second before the break thanks to Nkunku. Sheffield United pulled one back just after half time, and then they drew level. So it's not dropping points in games like this that has seen us, be where we are in the league, despite getting smashed a couple of times. But this was just woeful. We got gifted 2 goals in a minute in first half stoppage time, and then we just fell asleep second half. I don't know what happened. The save from the penalty from Sanchez was brilliant. Really unlucky that went in, and the Bulldog goal was good. But poor defending, really, wasn't it? You can't let that happen. So that was that. We've dusted ourselves off. We go again. Crystal Palace, who we've got in the FA Cup coming up away from home. We went to Selhurst Park in the league as well. We fell behind late in the first half. So, real-life Chelsea has shown up. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this one. We didn't play brilliantly, but we did have more. They scored from their only shot on target, which is always frustrating. But again, it was just bad defending, and we paid a price for it. We did have a goal ruled out. It was only just offside, but, if you're offside, aren't you? So, yeah. Don't know what to say. Hopefully that's that out of the way and we don't have a repeat in the FA Cup coming up here. But we were at 1 point from 2 games away from home, yes, but against teams we should be beating. Then we hosted Fulham. We fell behind after 2 minutes, but we were quickly level through Broja, before Broja put us ahead moments later. And Broja then turned provider for Nkunku to make it 3-1. Before Madsen's ball found Mudryk at the back post for our 4th. And Madsen then crossed for Nkunku to make it 5-1. Before Nkunku completed a first half hat-trick. Mudryk slipped in Broja to complete his hat-trick. And McGinn got our 8th. So, at 1-0, I was raging, absolutely raging. I'm thinking after this game, I'm going to have to turn it off and go and calm down. And I needn't have worried. We were absolutely brilliant after that. Broja, of all people, a hat-trick hero. And Nkunku went and got a hat-trick as well. And it was I don't know. I don't know what happened. I feel like maybe, obviously after the Crystal Palace game, there were water bottles thrown. We were training, extra training sessions. A lot of things happened. So I don't know if I was maybe just sort of autopiloting a little bit, and those two results sort of woke me up from it, and this is the result of that. But yeah, it's just spectacular. It really, really was. Anyway, local rival as well, of course. So that was good. Then we went to Bournemouth. We went ahead on the hour mark, through Nkunku. And it was 2-0 when Sterling found Nkunku for his second. Before Casado got our third. And Sterling added a fourth in stoppage time. So yeah, I mean, we were good throughout the whole game, but second half we were just taking all our chances. It was much, much better stuff. So yeah, first half was obviously scoreless, but we were still the better side, and they didn't register a shot on target. So yeah, 2 back-to-back good results, 12 goals, very nice to see. And if we look at the league table, we have dropped down. I mean, you can't drop points to who we drop points to and expect to stay top of the league, can you? But there we go. We've got 3 draws, 4 defeats now, but only 2 points off top. The Manchester City joint with us do have a game in hand. I think, honestly, I think those 2 results have probably, the drop points I'm talking about now, have probably cost us the league title, because we're not good enough right now to beat the very top teams around us there. And we just, if that being the case, you just can't afford to drop points to the other teams. You know, you just can't do it. But especially team bottom of the league. I mean, what a disgrace from 2-0 up. But let's go and have a look and see what we're doing in the cups. We put the league to one side, of course. And we go to Crystal Palace looking for revenge. So it's a 4-2-3-1 we're expecting from them. That is how they're lined up against us in that league match. And the team we're sending out, we'll have to have a little think about this, because Lavia is maybe not quite ready to go here. So let's put Ugachukwu in. Lavia can go on the bench, and that should work out not too badly for everybody, I think. So it is Sanchez in goal, Chilwell, Badashile, Diassi, and James as our back four. Ugachukwu and Fernandez in midfield. Mudryk, Gallagher, and Palmer. Brozier, goal-scoring sensation. Brozier goes up top, and let's hope we get more of the same out of him. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. It is, as I said, more or less the same team that we faced in the league not that long ago. Oh, that's where Rob Holding. Is Rob Holding there in real life, or has that happened in the January window? Because we are about a week or so into it now. Alright, what do we want to say to this? We're the favourites for a reason. Let's just go out there and relax, and hopefully, yeah, just make up for the league defeat, because that was not good. And here we go. So, yeah, it's I'm not planning on doing too much in the January window, as I said last episode. We do have a lot of players out on loan. I'm trying to sell off as many of them as I can. There's a lot of players that we have that are never going to be good enough for Chelsea, but sort of championship clubs and that are coming in. So it's probably like 5 or 6 guys that are sort of $250,000, $500,000 I'm looking to sell. And if that all comes off, you know, that's going to be a couple of million plus wages. There's a couple of guys I've looked to extend the contracts of players I think can make it with us. And it's just a little bit of, I'm just trying to limit or stop the bleeding, I suppose, financially. And then hopefully in the summer we can then sort of come around. If we are in the Champions League, or certainly we should be in Europe of some description, I would have thought from here. Ugachukwu has a go. It's blocked though. Then, you know, we'll know better where we stand sort of at that point. But I don't think we're going to have to sacrifice anybody major at this point. There were bids that came in for Chilwell. He's the one because his contract has the least time to run, and that is, again, Crystal Palace, maybe making us look a little bit silly at times. I have made a little bit of a tactical tweak as well, as I didn't realise that, is it Dewey? I don't know how you say that name, but he came through at Chelsea. Palace signed him from Chelsea. So, yeah, that's an interesting one. One thing I am going to look to do as well is possibly this window is sell Thiago Silva, which in hindsight I could have probably just got rid of him instead of causing a big problem at the start of the season. But the reason for that is Wesley Fofana is not too far from coming back. He's obviously a centre-back and a very good one. And we're going to be overloaded for centre-backs because right now we kind of have these two. We have Colwill. We also have Chalobah and Thiago Silva. So Fofana comes back into that mix. Oh, as Gallagher draws a save. Or was it a block? We're going to have 6 like first-team centre-backs, which obviously we don't need. So Thiago Silva's contract is up at the end of the season anyway, at which point, if he doesn't retire, we certainly won't be looking to renew it. So I'm just thinking, if we get something for him in January, that's better than nothing, considering we can get by without him. So yeah, I think we might look to move him on, as we've got Reece James about to whip a corner in. Can he find a Chelsea head? It was close, but it's away. Mudryk has a go, and is that a save as well? It is. So midway through the first half, and you'd say we've been the better team, but only just. And it is still scoreless, of course, as Ugachukwu will go and clean up that particular loose ball. As Brojo, is that a penalty? No. Ball forward again. Ugachukwu. Can he slip a ball through for Gallagher? He may have drifted offside. It's blocked behind for a corner anyway. And there we go. I was looking at the Bournemouth team when we were playing them. This is just by the by. Their team, it's like it was made by someone who played Football Manager like 2 or 3 versions of the game ago, you know, because they've got Clivert is there, and I can't remember. There was a few, and it's just like, oh, they were good in Football Manager, you know, well, they were one of the kids in Football Manager, like the Football Manager 22 or something like that. Here we go, Cole Palmer. Oh, he's so good from places like that. And that one is just flashed past the post. We'll keep encouraging them for now. We have made a little bit of a habit of struggling to get goals in the first half, but kind of, I think, almost wearing teams down for the second half. But Palace, Sanchez has made a good save. It looks like it took a double deflection. The tactical change I've made is that we're not playing through the middle anymore. We might actually lower the tempo down a little bit for this one as well. Yeah, exploiting the flanks was not particularly working for us anymore. So, yeah, we just took that away. At times I've been exploiting the middle, and that has worked as well. That was a bit of a risky pass, to be honest, but we got away with it. And, yeah, maybe trying to draw them out. Let's be generous. Sanchez gets it wide for James. Down the line, really good pass, really good take there from Mudryk as well, but just kind of gives it away in the end. But here we go now with Gallagher. Gallagher's got a chance. Into the box, it's there for Mudryk. Pull it back, mate. Brozier's there. He doesn't need him. He goes himself, and Mudryk has opened the scoring. It is 1-0 late in the first half, and that is very, very nicely done indeed. Gallagher deserved a little bit more for this, I think. He got tackled away from him. It probably wasn't a penalty. And to be fair, they had marked up. Brozier and Palmer were pretty well covered, weren't they? But Mudryk, he's in great goal-scoring form this year. He's turning into a very good player for us, which is what was expected of him before the season. You know, when he was signed by Chelsea, it's certainly everything that I sort of saw and read and heard and whatnot was that he was a very good player. And just maybe haven't seen it from him yet in real life, but we certainly have in Football Manager. And I'd say he's first choice over there now, even ahead of Raheem Sterling. So that is, considering how well Sterling started the season for us, that is quite the achievement. As Ugachukwu now, can he stop a cross coming in? Not quite. Ball to the back post, and Chilwell is beaten in the air. And Edouard has tied things up in stoppage time, which is not what we needed, clearly. Could Ugachukwu have done a little bit more to stop the cross coming in? Yeah, I mean, he seemed he was more worried about not letting him get down the line than getting the cross, and he was almost offering the cross. And, yeah, Chilwell just beaten in the air, not strong enough at the back post. So despite more or less dominating the half, 60% possession as well, it's 1-1 at the break. So, what are we going to say here? Doesn't respect the... we've got to keep working. Let's go with that. And do we need to make any changes? I mean, Brozier, it's not quite working for him in this one the way it was last time out. Now, with Jackson off at the African Cup of Nations and Taremi at the Asian Cup, we are quite thin on the ground in striking options right now, as Cole Palmer gets a toe in. So we do have Nkunku on the bench. Cole Palmer, in theory, could maybe go up front as well. But I think we'll stick with Brozier just for the second. And again, to the edge of the area. And that is somehow stayed out. I think it whacked Sanchez in the face at some point in there. But it was more good luck than good management, that's for sure. And we go again for another highlight. Chilwell is there for Ugachukwu. Chelsea paid like, oh, there's a good ball for Brozier. He's hit the post. Oh, he was tucking those away. He was offside anyway. He was tucking those away when he got his hat-trick. But, yeah, not on this occasion. Palmer does okay in the end. Badashile. Oh, it's crossed in again. It's Edouard again, and he should have scored again. All right, let's try going to exploit the middle. And, I mean, the last thing we really want is a cup replay, if I'm honest, given we've got the Carabao semi-final 2 legs, and it's already a little bit of a busy time, although we do get that week off now, don't we? Fernandez does brilliantly. Ogachukwu now. Can he play in Mudryk? He's done well. It's fallen for Reece James. Can he whip across in now? He can. It is cleared away. So decent defending there from Palace, you would have to say. Ogachukwu comes forward again, though. Can he pick a pass this time? Again, it's intercepted. And again, it's just given back to us. Ogachukwu for a third time to Mudryk. Back to Ogachukwu. Chips it in for Fernandez. Fernandez has space. He's so good from that sort of area. And Henderson makes the save. Chilwell crosses it in. It is claimed by Henderson. Do we want to make any changes here? Reece James isn't having a great game, and neither is Brozier. Do we? Oh, okay. So let's make a change up front, and Kunku can come on, and see what he can do there. And let's take off Fernandez, I guess. And Gallagher. Gallagher's got Mudryk at the back post. Just couldn't quite find him in time. Fernandez has a go. Fernandez is just sort of shooting from everywhere, but off target for now. So let's get John McGinn on for him. See what McGinn can do. John McGinn is very much the new Frank Lampard at Chelsea, in that all his shots just get deflected in from outside the area. He's taken on that mantle beautifully, as that is ambitious. So McGinn for Fernandez. Let's give it a focus. Everybody's a little bit overwhelmed by that, which is exactly what I was trying to do. And, well, there's not much happening all of a sudden. Let's try demand more. And is it going to be... Do we have extra time, or does it go straight to a replay? It goes straight to a replay. So, a little bit better than we did in the league, but not good enough to see them off. So that's a bit of a shame. Were we unlucky today? No, it's disappointing. We should have won that game. He did enough to win it. So, frustrated by Joe. That's one of the youngsters we're looking to move on. Deschamps is there looking at a couple of our defenders. Brozier's being looked at by the Albania manager. And, well, we've got the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg coming up next. West London derby versus Brentford. Let's hope we win it. All right, welcome back. We are getting ready to face Brentford in the first leg of this semi-final. Now, we do have another departure. Matson has left. Ian Matson has gone off to Brighton for 10 million plus 25% of a next sell-on fee. He was good. He played a really good game against Fulham as well, but ultimately he's not good enough for us, is he? There's no shame in that. He's just not quite at the level we need. So 10 million is not a bad fee to get from him, I wouldn't have thought. So yeah, that is done. And let's have a look at what we're doing here against Brentford. We're expecting a 4-3-3 out of them. And the team we are sending out is as follows, I believe. And Kunku has got a heavy match load. It was just what I was trying to avoid. Okay, so let's go with Chukwuemeka then to start with. Yeah, it's not the strongest looking team, is it? It's really not, but we've got a decent bench. So anyway, Sanchez in goal. Chilwell, he's good to go. Yes, he is. Is he? Yes. Colwill, Chalobah, and Gusto will be the back four. Lavia, Caicedo, and Chukwuemeka. We've got Sterling, Madaduke, or it's probably not Madadeke is probably what it is, isn't it? And Washington anyway. Dave Washington goes up top. He's coming along okay, so we'll give him a start here. And as I said, we're just lacking options because we've got our other two guys out on Cup of Nations duty. If Cole Palmer even has a light match load, let's get these guys in on the bench for this one, just in case things are going wrong. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. A few familiar names. I was, of course, if you've been on the channel for a while, at Brentford. So there's quite a few names. Shockingly, a same amount of names that are still there, because that was a little while ago now. Some other guys we've had in the past, Hickey and the Wizards there as well. So yeah, it's like a bit of a reunion, this one. The first of back-to-back matches. Let's show them what we've got. All right, let's try that. Let's go with the assistant on this one. We'll pump our fists. We'll get out there and hopefully put one foot in the final at Wembley. Now, in the other semi-final, the first leg at Old Trafford was won by Manchester United 1-0, so you'd say all to play for there. And on other transfer watch, we have also accepted a bid for Thiago Silva, 2.5 million from a Brazilian club. It's still all these stupid three-letter abbreviations, so no idea who it is. There were two others that came in and offered him at the end of his contract. Hopefully, for his sake, he takes the 2.5 million because he can leave straight away to start playing, and we get a little bit of money for him as well, and 100 grand off the wages, which can only be a good thing. But anyway, let's see what we can do here. Sterling has won an early corner. And let's see if he can make the most of it. It's going to be Chilwell to take. Sterling is in a lot of space here, but we go into the middle. Colwell back to Sterling. Raheem Sterling looks to bend one, but the goalkeeper is there. And Madueke was offside in any case. Let's try just encouraging them. And yeah, we'll see what happens. It might be a case of deja vu for the next episode, because if this is tight and we've got the replay against Palace, yeah, it might be we have to come back for those. But we'll see anyway. We'll see what happens in this leg as Lavia slaps one over the top. Let's give it a focus. Possession is roughly even, but we seem to be doing a little bit more with ours just now. Chalobah to Colwell. There we go with Casado for Madueke. I've got to get out of the Madueke habit now, don't I? Back post. It's headed into a good area, and Chukwuemeka can't quite make a big enough nuisance of himself there. But again, we're not doing too badly here. Here we go with Raheem Sterling. Back for Gusto. Casado, it's just not quite a good enough pass, was it? Colwell, though, picks it up. Chilwell now. Can he whip a cross in? Chilwell, good ball in. It's a great ball in! And Dave Washington should have done a little bit better with that. Let's demand more. Chalobah now on the ball. Forward for Chukwuemeka. Sterling. Can Sterling whip a ball in? It's another decent one to the back post, and we've hit the back post with Madueke. Chilwell floats one in. It's headed away. And are Brentford going to come the other way now? Colwell with a foul. And gets away without a booking, which is fine. And we go again. Chukwuemeka to Colwell. Maybe he did get a booking for that. Late in the first half here. It would be a decent time for us to get a goal if we could. Sterling takes it past Hickey. He floats it in again. And have we got floated corners? We are whipping crosses in. There's not much whip on that, though, is there? Here we go. Can Lavia give us a lead late in the half? No. And we just need to be better, don't we? The build-up play's been fine. That last pass and shot has just gone astray. As we put some pressure on Brentford high up the pitch. Can Casado win that back? He puts the pressure on. Chilwell eventually wins it back. Sterling again. Can we do something with it this time, Raheem? Come on, mate. Crosses into the back post. It was a decent one that time. Chilwell gets forward. Chilwell gets into the penalty area. And it is, again, cleared away. And Brentford will come forward. That'll end the highlight. And it is scoreless at the break. But I'm not really sure how, to be honest. We've got to dig in. We definitely need to do that. We don't want to... well, I mean, it was fine, wasn't it? All except for that last ball, that last moment. Now, I wonder if we take Washington off for Brozier here. We have Brentford coming up in the league next. I feel a little bit like we're getting to the point here up front with strikers. I need to decide what it is I want to win or go after. Is it the league? I mean, we're so close to the end of the Carabao Cup. It seems silly not to sort of favour that. So maybe the FA Cup is what we look to sacrifice. But if that's the case, Oh, Chilwell's been done. Turned inside out. Got back beautifully, though. But yet another highlight. Chukwuemeka to Caicedo. Gets it wide for Raheem Sterling. We are causing... I wonder if we should go back to exploiting the flanks here. We're certainly causing them trouble in wide areas. Madueke has time and space. Yeah, I should have kept with that run, Caicedo. He gets to the byline. He floats it in. It's not working, is it? I wonder if we need to exploit the middle. Because we're not whipping crosses, which is, I think, part of the problem. They're definitely floated in. There's a good ball. Chukwuemeka. Can he pull it back now? Oh, they're just too many men in the box. Oh, and it's taken a deflection, but it's Raheem Sterling's goal. It's not. It's an own goal of Aaron Hickey, but Raheem Sterling did most of the hard work there, and we finally take the lead. And Chukwuemeka did well. Raheem Sterling found himself in a little bit of space, and it's unlucky for Hickey, isn't it? It probably was going to go wide, though. But we'll take it. We'll give them some praise. And can we go on with it a little bit more now? Sterling. Oh, Washington was offside there. And we go again. Trying to defend. Putting the pressure on. Come on, boys. Oh, ball over the top. And I think Gusto may have been playing him on. And just like that, we are instantly pegged back. And that is annoying. I'm almost positive it's over here. It's Gusto that's playing him on. I'm almost willing to say not really any fault of Colwell, that even though he looks like he's the one that's been caught out chasing back. Yeah, I'm fairly sure it was Gusto that played him on. Lavia now with a free kick. It's back post and it is a corner. Can we do something from this corner? Chilwell to take. It is floated towards Washington at the back post, but the header is easy for the goalkeeper. So we'll encourage them. We're looking motivated, so that's not too bad. Washington, we're going to take you off, mate, for Broja. Madueke, we're going to take you off for... Let's bring Palmer on, because his match load wasn't too bad, was it? Here we go now with Broja for Madueke, and that was woodwork, was it? He was offside again, it looks like. Or is it a throw-in? No, it is going to be a throw-in. So not a bad last piece of action for the game for him. Let's encourage them again. And is there going to be a late goal in this one to separate the teams going to the second leg? Sterling again into a good position. And Lavia will win it back. And Chalobah, that will end the highlight anyway. If they get a draw from their one shot on target, it's going to be frustrating, isn't it? Is that Ben Mee? Yeah, it is Ben Mee. I didn't know he'd gone to Brentford. I thought he was at Everton. Maybe that's just because I thought every Burnley defender went to Everton. Chukwuemeka back there for Gusto to Lavia. Lavia to Sterling. You know the problem I'm going to have now too, that the January window's open, is that players are going to move in this game, and I'm going to think that's where they are in real life. 100%. That's going to happen to me now, so that's going to be interesting and funny for everybody to watch. Caicedo gets it wide for Palmer. Palmer now with a bit of space to work in. What can he do? Caicedo is getting forward in space as well. We floated one in. Broja's there, and Armando Broja continues his recent good form in front of goal. We didn't see it in the FA Cup, unfortunately, but we've seen it there. Chilwell is quite tired, and I'm wondering, he's been out one of our best players, so I don't really want to take him off. But Cole Palmer, that's how you float in across, and maybe we just needed Broja a little bit more presence up there. And suddenly Broja is looking a very decent player for us. He does have that physical presence. He does have some pace about him as well. He's not brilliant, but he's useful, I think is probably the best word for him. And I didn't think that was going to be the case when we saw him at right when we first got here. Oh, it's a poor header, and we've paid the price, and it's 2-2. For the second time, we work so hard to go in front and then just gift them a goal to get back level. Was this Chalobah again? No, it's Chilwell. And, I mean, you could argue maybe a little bit unlucky, but he's got it headed out here, doesn't he, towards Palmer. And it's almost certainly going to be level going back to Stamford Bridge. Or is it? Because there's still 3 minutes of stoppage time left. Chalobah did well on that occasion. And again, we've just gifted it away to them. We're going to have to do some work on possession, I think, in training. Can Lavia stop the cross coming in? It is... Oh, Jesus Christ. And just like that, we're behind in stoppage time. We had a brief refinding of form against Fulham and Bournemouth, and it's all gone wrong again. We're forgetting how to defend. We go in front, and we fall asleep. So, I mean, is it down to rotation, perhaps? Too much rotation, and you know, the team's not used to playing with each other and not getting any partnerships going. But whatever it is, we need to sort it out very quickly, or else our season's going to blow up in a heap. What looked so promising to start, top of the league, going well in the Carabao Cup, it could be all about to blow up in our faces. And I'm tempted to throw another water bottle, to be honest, but we should have won that game. So, super sub Henry inspires Brentford. I've slammed the team. I've slammed him in the press conference after the game. Maybe too much, to be honest, but that's really annoyed me. Yeah, well, there we go. That is that. And it's going to have to be deja vu because we've got our replay and then the second leg. At least we're at home, both legs here. Both are still very winnable for us, but yeah, that's not been ideal, has it? If you have enjoyed it, though, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I don't know we're going to do anything in the transfer window, even though it is open. But maybe on the basis of that, we might need to do something. Take care.